So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Come on in, come on in, come on in. So happy to have you here today. Really happy to have you, as a matter of fact. Yeah. And I got to tell you what, I walked in the studio today, studio, office, it's the same thing for me. I walked in, I had a coaching call at 9 a.m. and I got met, get this, Friday morning, 5 minutes of F-bombs. One right after another, man. I'll tell you what, this dude was throwing up all over me, and that's okay. It's fine, it's fine. He's going to listen to this show today, it's okay. I'm happy to have it. I'll tell you about it, because I bet you've been thrown up on before, or I bet you've been doing the throwing up, haven't you? It is a Daily Boost. It's me, Scott. Good to have you here today. Yeah, going to take you down this path that I walked into today. But trying to do that more and more, trying to kind of come directly off of the work that I do with all kinds of people all over the world and kind of bring it into this podcast and still motivate and still inspire and still serve as a catalyst. But for the most part, my real desire is to kind of come at you with exactly what maybe you're running into today, real life kind of stuff, and then give you some ideas how to correct that along the way, or at least adjust it, or at least feel good about it, right? That's what I'm trying to do. So let me frame this up for you for a second, okay? I've always done a lot of coaching, done coaching nearly 20 years now. I've picked up kind of a niche over the years of working with, most of my clients are going to be between 45 and 55, 58 years old, somewhere in there. Most are in a transition. Most have a pretty successful life. They're happy people, but a little confused maybe. And most want to start kind of a business. So ultimately what ended up happening was this. I started working on the personal person, that's you, and I started working on the business plan as well, figuring out what kind of business would fit their life. And usually it's going to be an online business of some type, because that's what I do. But ultimately, here's what I found out. So pay attention. Here's the lesson. We talked about this 2 weeks ago. Personal person, business person, it's the messy middle. This mythical thing that lives in the middle, that combines the two, that messes with you. I got my own messy middle. It messes with me too. It's that person between the two. It's like, oh, what do I do? How do I figure it out? So that's kind of where I've learned to be. So today, working with a client's been with me for a good long time, good guy. I will not say his name, but it was a great call today. I loved it because it was very satisfying for me, because I was sitting here waiting. Let me frame something up again for you. As a guy that does what I do, one of the jobs that I do is I need to determine where you're going, and then I have to hold space until you get there. Now, hold space means a lot of things, but for me, it means just wait. Tick tock, hold the space. He'll get there. Let's give him some time. He'll figure it out, kind of thing. And it always happens. Sometimes it happens in a week. Sometimes it takes months. It just depends on how fast you want to move along. So I'm holding space for this guy. And I walk in today, and first thing, I'm a minute late getting on the call, and he just tears into me. Oh, you're late, man. Because if you're a coach, there's a little battle that we have. It's actually a competition. It's who's exactly on time. We're never late. I mean, to the second. We have a game that we play that we want to make sure we get there right to the second. That's why you want to be early if you're on a coaching call, because the coach's going to be there on time, right? So he's giving me a little grief, and then he starts cussing. He's dropping F-bombs all over the place. And I'm like, well, I just got back from the gym. I dropped a few F-bombs with my friends down there. Yeah, I did. I say those words. My dad was in the Navy. I learned them early on, okay? Really frustrated. I just let him go, right? And a couple of minutes in, I said, man, what are you, all the F-bombs for? And what, he said, yeah, I'm throwing up on you, aren't I? I said, yeah, you are. Ick. So why all the F-bombs? He goes, man, I am so frustrated with every single part of my life. I thought about it. I went and reviewed it. I looked at everything, all the roles in my life. My Perfect Week Planner at perfectweekplanner.com tells you to use the roles in your life and to factor them into your day so you're living in the life you want to live. And that's what I said. I said, I'm using that, but I'm so frustrated. The only role I'm happy with is being a dad. And all his kids have moved out. Which, when you think about it, moms are upset when their kids move out. Dads are like, now I'm a good dad. They're out of the house. It's awesome. I'm just saying, don't take me seriously, okay? But I'm thinking, you got a good life, man. It's not just being a dad. I said, what's it feel like? He said, it feels like I'm chasing nothing. It feels like I don't know what my dream is anymore. I'm going tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Frustrated with my business. 2 out of 3 clients, financial situation, the whole thing. Receivables not showing up. I'll pay you in 30 days. 60 days later, it's not paid. It's frustrating, right? If you've ever been in your own business, that's one of the hardest parts, getting your clients to pay you. Made no sense to me at all. I do a job for you, you pay your bill. Getting up early, doing the morning motivation thing. Snooze on just a little bit. Not lifting weights we ought to. Trying to break through that frustration with motivation, and boom, still having a hard time. Throwing up frustrations. You know what I said to him? This is about damn time. He looked at me on Zoom. What? I hired you as a coach, and you say it's about time? I said, yeah, it's about time you get so frustrated. You just want to throw things away. You want to break him. You want to scream. And yeah, you want to quit. It's bad. It's about time. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the party. I don't get it. I said, listen, I've often said, whatever you want to do in your life, you need to make sure it's sustainable. Don't do something and put up with it until you get what you want. Make sure you can do it forever. I've often said you will change when you wear yourself out. You will. Listen closely. If you've never heard me say that before, right now, if something's bugging you in your life right now, it's just a matter of time before you're not going to take it anymore. You're going to wear yourself out, be tired of putting up with it. You're going to drop F-bombs all over the place. That's it. I'm effing out of here. True or true? Wait a second. Sounded like a motivational speaker for a minute. True or true? It's automagic. Throwing up frustrations. Identifying the point necessary, the point of change, the catalyst that causes the movement and the explosion. When you finally get so damn frustrated, when you've had it, you have no choice but to make the change. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes people do it for you. I'm out of here because you're a jerk. Other times everybody leaves you before you finally figure out it's you, right? I said, so dude, what's really going on? All the frustration. He goes, it's all money. Cash flow, money, cash flow. I said, okay, quick. I'm a fast coach. Let me give you a lesson. Here's a hypothetical question for you. What if after we got our call today, you're so frustrated, nothing is going right except you're a good dad, and you say it's all about money, people won't pay your bill, it's all cash flow. What if I gave you $100,000 today, and every 30 days you're going to get $100,000? And please remember, I said this is hypothetical, but still pretend like it's real. You're going to get $1.2 million for the rest of your life. That solve the problem? He says, no. So why not? He said, well, money isn't the root issue. I said, oh, what's the root issue? He said, up here, and he points to his head. I said, no kidding. But I think today, with a series of F-bombs, didn't you just get out of your head and into your heart? Kind of blew open that wall, and there you are. So here's what's going on. He's a consultant, okay? Here's what's happening. Now, come with me if you're a consultant. Come with me. I've seen this 1,000 times. Here's what's happening. In business, doing some good, making money, but it's all the stuff, the problem. If you're an employee, I know some people are employees are like, I just wish I wasn't an employee. I wish I was a freelancer. I wish I was doing my own thing. Well, here's the thing. If you're an employee, your company's going to pay you every 2 weeks no matter what. Otherwise, you're going to quit. If you're a consultant, your company's going to tell you they're going to pay you every 30 days, but they're probably not going to. Why? Because you're not going to quit because you need the money. You're going to hang on for the company and for the client and for the ongoing money. That's where he is. Company has him by the balls. He needs money. They know it. They're going to pay the employee first, and he's going to wait. Man, is that ever frustrating? It'll break your spirit. I know this is a podcast that I normally wouldn't do stuff like this, but welcome to my world. I run into this stuff all the time. So if you listen to anything I've said, here's what we do with this. Very simply, listen closely. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do about this. Money is the problem. You got to have cash flow. You got to have some cash. Deal with that. Get it there. Understand that reasonable people will take care of you. Make sure you're handled. Understand you do not have to deal with unreasonable people. Make sure that you have that person, that company, whatever you're doing, make sure you've got them dialed in so you like them, you'll stay with them, you'll work with them forever, you have mutual respect, and never give up your authority, ever. When you work for somebody else, it doesn't matter. You're still in charge of yourself and what you know how to do. The minute you give your authority to somebody else, you get frustrated, you call me and you start cussing at me. It's okay. I don't mind. I'll cuss back at you, want me to. I said a bad word the other day to, we had a whole conversation on my Facial Fashion Coaching call about, we'll call it the C word, which is evidently a term of endearment if you're in England, evidently. I've used the C word once in my entire life on a woman. That's the only thing that worked to get her to pay attention to me, and I felt bad about it forever, and she thanked me 5 years later. It was so weird. This is life, guys. This is life. So if you want some motivation, you want to feel how to get motivated, here's how you do it. Feel empowered, feel free, feel growing, feel like you can blow down the walls, feel like it doesn't matter. It's frustrating, it hurts, I don't like it, but I can get there if I just go, 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 go. That's motivation to me. That's why I didn't mind being met by F-bombs, because he turned that puppy around fast. And I told him, prescription, go ride your motorcycle, it's good for you. And he did. All right, that's all I got this week. I'm out of here. I'll see you Monday.